Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Raul,
And it's Mike,
and we'd like to welcome you back to the very first episode of the new year.
2025.
And this is episode 33. Now, before we
I've
get
already
into
fucked
everything,
up.
before we get into everything, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Sky Blue, and listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe right here on YouTube. The links for all those are down in the description, as always. Now, before we get into it, so like Mike said,
We were yapping along for like 15 minutes.
we already pre-gamed a little bit before we started recording.
Yes.
But we're also gonna pre-game again in a little bit.
We're just gaming.
But the thing that is a little different, if you guys listened to the last episode and you heard the last part, we told you that we were gonna do this. But go ahead and show the bottle.
We are gonna do shots of Don Julio throughout the podcast, and this is.
And so, mind you, wait. So before, because I'm pretty sure people are gonna call us out if we don't mention it. So we're only gonna be doing half shots because the thing is, Mike's glass that I got for him is
it's a little.
It's like the long type of glass. So
it's a little tall.
Yeah, so it's definitely more than
a
shot. And then mine's just
got some titties on it.
And mine, as you can see. Shout out to Mike's girl. She actually got me this as a gift.
Yeah,
So mine is one of those thicker shot glasses, so you can tell that it's definitely
thick.
more than a. Shut up. It's definitely more than just one shot in here.
Yeah.
So that's why we're only gonna be doing half, because if not, we're gonna be completely fucked up.
Yeah, I need to get medicine and shit. So let's get on the. We're gonna calm down. I wanted to go all out, but I'm just gonna go all out. Like a silent all out. If I'm gonna go I'm gonna crash in, but I still need to do stuff. What?
So before we actually get into anything on the podcast,
drive safe, do stuff safe, but we are on the podcast having fun.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this shot to kick off the new year.
Fuck me. Using my chaser as a Dr. Pepper.
Yep,
I don't know if that's
orange juice.
I don't know if that.
I wanted to make mixed drinks, but Mike's like, no, fuck that. Let's just do shots.
It got shot. Come on, it's Don Julio. These are our ancestors' drinks, back in this.
Okay, so cheers to a new fucking year, man.
Cheers. Oh my god, if we vomit on camera, that's actually me.
Oh god, okay. I'm glad I took that swig of that orange juice.
Were you struggling?
No, it's just because I went to reach for the orange juice. Cause the thing, like I said, bro, it's that's a little more than a shot.
Oh, yeah, I felt that too. It's going through.
Yeah, so it's with a regular shot, I think I would have been fine. But since it's
I feel
a little
going
bit
through
more,
right here, traveling around.
But since it's a little bit more, I was like, fuck, what is that orange juice?
Osmosis Jones has a fucking big problem in his hand.
Oh, but no, fuck. Well, we got through that.
Oh, man.
But, so... Anyways,
have you ever seen that movie? Oh yeah, we've seen that movie. Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, we have. That's the
fucking. It's always playing in biology.
Yeah. I know which movie you're talking about.
It's Bill Murray as a fucking dirty fat guy, and then Chris Rock is as a cop germ, whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah, that shit.
And he's partnered with a pill. So
yeah. Bro, now I haven't. You know what? I actually haven't gone back and seen that movie in a long ass fucking time.
Yeah.
But now that you you bring it up, I'm that was a fucking what the fuck were we watching?
They were trying real hard to make it only made me wanting to have a little virus villain in my chest. Yeah, that's a movie we've always I'm pretty sure everyone's watched it because most people let's just fucking play this shit. It has science in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's mostly accurate, but it got some science in it.
But so I think real quick before we get into any of the topics for this episode, I think we should I give I guess some of our what's your main what would you say your main New Year's resolution for this year is?
The main one is be better to myself, I guess. I'll say that if I'm being open about it, and yeah, I think just be better about myself to myself. So self hatred is like common throughout a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like it takes a lot to overcome that because shit's been in you sometimes your entire life. But like that's like one major resolution to be better. Also, just to be like be more out there. Yeah, I feel like I've been just hiding for a bit, but now I'm like going towards to being more putting myself out there more. You
Yeah.
know, because I haven't made shit besides the podcast in a very long time, and I kind of miss it. So I'm also going to be very busy this semester, so I gotta prepare for that soon. But yeah, those are my two. What about yours?
I think honestly, this is one that on some real shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I not that I haven't been through these situations in the past, but I won't get into any details. But I'll say that I did last this past year I was in another similar situation. Um, so honestly, I think for me, my New Year's resolution is just for myself to not really accept anyone else's BS anymore.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is I'm pretty sure like a lot of people unfortunately have probably dealt with this in their lives, maybe at one time or another. But I've met people that I really liked hanging out with them, and I considered them to be cool, and I thought we were like friends.
Yeah.
But the one thing that you'll learn is that sometimes those people aren't really around to be in your life forever.
Yeah.
They're only there to be there for like that moment.
Like a certain
Um,
amount of time.
yeah, and it's like it's
But
also too like it's one of those signs where it also doesn't always have to be a situation where like you guys like have a falling out or
mhm.
but it is important to like recognize signs of like just how much of an effort and time you're putting into the friendship versus
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like an equal amount of thing, like
yeah, and it's like if you're just not
equality
like
towards
getting
each other.
that same effort like put back like and directed at you,
Hmm.
then you're fully within your right to like walk away, just
Hmm.
because like it's like those people like as unfortunate as it might be at the time that that situation didn't work out. I think it's just better overall just because it's like you because it's like the thing is I have a pretty small friends group.
Yeah.
um it's like there's a reason for that because it's like you just never really know. Like I've always been someone that like has paid attention to like the way people move and how they act.
Yeah.
um and so it's like it's important, like I said, even though it might suck at the time to like have to cut some of those relationships off.
Hmm.
I do think it's an important step in life that everybody at least has to go through at least once,
Yeah.
because I do think it makes you stronger as a person, and it like allows you to realize signs in people where you can just kind of be like, oh, like I can tell you're like not really a real friend.
Yeah. No, and it takes a not only that friendships like involve like work too. You really have like even though some people there's people friendships that last so long, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah,
So it's just like and also that involves just time and like the farther the distance, it's like harder to get back into too.
yeah,
It's like very like there's been times where I'm like, oh, maybe I should like maybe reach out to them, but like also it's been a long time since I did, but also like there's always those conflicting feelings. But it's
yeah,
also like a effort of like you get what you give. It's like you be nice to someone, they be nice to you, and like and that sort of thing. And even just like that basis of a relationship. You be nice to me. You be nice to me. Me be nice to me. Like whatever. You can fucking get it. All right. You fucking get it. God damn it.
no, yeah, but so just it basically in a sense like just to not really take anyone's like BS and
No
just
more BS.
like no like just read the situation for what it is, and like I said, even though those situations of course at the time are gonna
Mm-hmm.
feel really shitty and
Very
unfortunate, like
shitty.
in the end it's just gonna make you like a stronger person.
Yeah. No.
So that's just my thing, like
And a
just
lot of people don't realize that until way later. You
yeah, so
realize it's like
like
crazy.
recognize the signs and just like speak up for yourself and
Mm-hmm.
do what you have to do for you, because at the end of the day, like you do have to prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice. But now, getting into it, I wanted to, before we get into Nosferatu, I wanted to talk about something that I saw
Speaking of dark shit.
just yesterday. You fucking dumbass, we're not even going into it. So
we're not? Oh, never mind.
I literally just said before we get into Nosferatu, like
God
2 seconds.
Damn it.
But no,
I think we need another shot.
no, we'll do the joint right now.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
bet. We're also smoking too. We're just gonna get crossfaded.
But so
I posted a clip on Instagram of what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I fucking hate you. That shit. Where the fuck was that from?
It's from the movie The Lighthouse. It's from the director of Nosferatu.
Oh.
And it's like I kind of want to show you that movie after this.
But so I literally saw this on Instagram the other day. And it blew my mind because this is actually a name that I haven't heard in like the gaming industry in quite a while. But so it was announced that a gaming company was going to be making a new handheld device. Now the thing here is that it's not from the companies that you would expect, like a Microsoft or a Sony.
Yeah.
It's actually coming from Atari, of all people.
Yeah.
And I found that very, very interesting because, like I said, Atari hasn't it's been a.
They were like one of the first gaming companies.
But not only that,
ever.
but how long has it been since they've even released like a new fucking console?
I mean, they released like cheap like reappearances of like their older consoles for sure.
No,
but like
I mean,
as a new one, it hasn't been.
Cause that's what I said. Cause like when I saw that, like fucking Atari, like I was like, it took me back because like I said, I haven't seen that name in like years. Aside from like obviously like them producing games.
Yeah.
But like as far as
they still make games, but not like consoles.
Yeah. So like what the fuck, and a handheld at that too. So I immediately had like a bunch of questions just because like since it is Atari, like I wonder what like it. I'm guessing. I'm wondering if it's either going to be one of two things. One, is it going to be a handheld retro gaming device?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be a more modern gaming device? That's kind of what I'm stuck at. Because the thing is, like, if it was a more modern gaming device, then aside from like Atari licensed games, what else could they put on there?
A motherfucking one of those boring ass fucking looking games, which is all of them.
Says the fucking guy who's like, oh, I put like shit ton of hours into
God.
Zelda yesterday.
I've been into that. I checked my fucking hour. It was like 115 hours. I was like, the last game I put 90, and I thought that was like a lot.
Hey, to be fair, that's how I fucking am about Madden. So
yeah, it's just like fucking like I'm like into like that's all I've been doing this past winter break in between like the last recording is like playing Zelda, and like this new game is like fucking annoying as dicks. And like dicks pretty fucking annoying. And then it's like that it's just like at first you're like yeah, and my slogan.
Yeah. You're like dicks are annoying all 2025.
2025 dicks are annoying. You know, you just get the scissors and you know.
What kind of Lorena Bobbitt shit?
Oh, I'm a little more loose. Pause.
Oh no! Okay, so
but like dicks annoying Atari most of the games, yeah. But it's gonna be crazy to see.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm assuming. I want to say that it's probably gonna be a retro game thing because I can't see them like doing newer games on there.
Yeah. And like Microsoft and Sony have like the money to like really put into like that work of just like higher looking quality gaming, you know. But like that being said, you know, Nintendo Switch, you know, runs like a potato but has some gorgeous looking fucking games. Has some gorgeous
I can't wait until they finally release the Switch 2 cuz I'll probably get that one.
Yeah, it should be coming out this year from what I've heard, but like Nintendo always delays things. They love delaying shit. So yeah, we'll see. But like every time they delay it, they make it better. So
Yeah.
I'm
But
mad
okay,
about
real
that.
quick to move on, there's just something that I wanted
Yeah.
to briefly mention, and mainly because I don't know about you, but I haven't heard like any details about this story yet.
Mm.
But I do want to say like I said, I don't know any of the details, so I don't know like how many people like either passed away or were injured. But I want to say like rest in peace to anybody whose lives may have been lost in that whole thing that happened in New Orleans.
Yes, I just heard about it.
Yeah, like
I
I've been
just
seeing
heard
I've been
about it.
seeing like headlines and stuff like on TMZ,
Yeah.
but I haven't actually read into what actually happened. So like I said, I don't want to speak on it too much because I don't know any of the details.
No, we've been
But
getting a lot of like major tragedies within the
um,
last 3 days.
but I do want to say like
Rest in
like I
peace to
said, R.I.P.
those
to anybody that may have been injured or lost or
those
not
people.
injured because they're still alive,
Yeah.
but anybody who may have lost their lives that event because that's fucking crazy. Like I have to look into that story.
Yeah, no, and I think there was a recent shooting at like a NY fucking like club, like late night club, and I'm just like, whoa, holy shit! Like first of all, like the year started. The year started crazy with the Cybertruck in front of.
Oh yeah, it caught on fire.
Like it blew the fuck up in front of the Trump Tower. I'm just like, okay, this is how it's starting.
Apparently, I saw on TMZ that I guess the guy who did it or who owned it, like
he was in the military.
He like ended himself.
Oh wow!
And I was like, I don't like I said, I saw the headlines. So like,
yeah, no, it's already getting a little crazy. 2024 was like similar to like Kendrick. It was like a little teaser to like what the
also
fuck would
random as fuck. But the first fucking thing that I saw pop up on my Instagram, like when I woke up on January 1st, was fucking Kanye posting a picture of Art the Clown.
That's how we go from like legit like terrorist attacks to like Kanye posted Terrifier on his Instagram page.
No, because I saw it and I thought it was fucking Kanye. Like, what the fuck? No, because then he also tagged Damon Leone and like the official like Terrifier 3 account. So like, dude, what the fuck?
Is he trying to be in Terrifier 4? That actually would be fucking funny. Just him being anti-Semitic for like 10 minutes.
But no, so I saw that and like just tripped me out. Like Kanye of all fucking people, what the fuck?
I think like I'm not surprised that Kanye is a fucking big Terrifier fan. I'm not. It seems like up his alley personally. So it's just like, he could be like this artsy fuck who makes like this short film and for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, great short film by the way, but also can like love Terrifier. He's like the best. He used to be the best of both worlds. He's not really the best in any world. Make a rock, make a show. No, fuck. How did the lyrics go?
Make a rock, make it.
That is not the lyrics. I fucked up by
make
thinking
it rock,
too
make it show should be the dealer. But no, so
you got me fucking singing Hannah Montana
hey,
like
fucking
zigzag across the floor,
just randomly
shuffle
in
diagonal, put your arms around your hips. Da 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 do the tip, do the hold down.
You know what I
throw down, you the hold down, throw down.
What the fuck, you trying to get a country audience? But
it's one of the songs from the Hannah Montana movie.
They probably would hate us, but but
it was like he sang Miley Cyrus. So wrong, he can't do. What he doing?
The thing that I fucking hate is that the only thing that I remember about that fucking show is when the dad would be like, "Oh, sweet niblets." I remember watching that shit as a kid, and every time I said, like, what the fuck are niblets, and why are they sweet?
Why are they sweet? Why, bro? That show is fucking.
I haven't seen that show in years.
Terrible. Like it's kind of like Victorious. When you look back, you're like, what the fuck were they? Well, these people were perverts and awful writers. It is just fucking. Yeah, it has not dated. It has not dated. It dated like milk. That show.
You mean aged?
It's same fucking thing. All right, you're hitting me in a vulnerable state, and I'm fucking talking about Hannah Montana, my guts out, my heart out, everything, and you're over here talking about niblets and how sweet they are.
That passionate about Hannah Montana. That's something I just learned about.
Hannah Montana was on all the time. Yeah,
No, you know
my
what?
sister was a huge fan
No, but you know what's funny?
of
I
that show.
like there's when I look back on it, there's like certain shows that were popular at the time that I just never got into,
Yeah.
and Victorious was one of them. Like I never actually really watched it.
No, it's like
I only watched like iCarly.
I did
Um,
watch iCarly before it before it got bad. It
let's
was
see,
already kind of bad to
what else
begin
was
with,
it?
but it got worse.
Oh, Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh is fucking dope, even
Uh,
though and Drake Bell.
don't get into it. That's some dark ass shit we don't need to talk about.
He got a
Um,
case while he's around.
um,
Oh no, you let loose I let loose a loose cannon of fucking drinking and crossfading. This is my New Year's, by the way. I don't even think we talked about our New Year's shit yet. We just kind of been talking about Hannah Montana because you're such a big fan of Hannah Montana.
you literally just fucking said you're like, this shit was... Oh wait, I was gonna say that you liked it, but you said the show was.
It was fucking terrible.
You
But
son
I was.
of a bitch! Why are you already pouring another one?
Don't worry, it's half. Don't worry, it's half. But what are we gonna talk about again?
Oh yeah, so
Let's transition to. Oh, that's big. Oh, oh shit. Oh,
you're
oh
a
fuck.
fucking dumbass, dude.
Oh shit. That's big. All right, I'm just gonna take half of that and then save the other half for later. All right, I'm not gonna do myself like that.
Fucking
I'm
Mike,
not
I said we were
sit-
gonna smoke the joint
it's-
first. You
Oh
fucking...
shit. Well, they could stay there. It could stay there and be fine. We could smoke. Let's take the shot, then the joint.
Alright, fine.
Alright,
Alright, but so okay. Well, anyways, before we take the shot, we're gonna
Yeah.
transition into Nosferatu.
Yes.
because we just watched.
Sorry,
it
we
recently.
went on 20 minutes of just fucking bullshit.
Dude, I fucking fuck you. I don't care what you say. When I go back and fucking edit this, you're totally the one that brought up Hannah Montana.
Oh, bro. You were the one that brought it up. You fucking.
No, what the fuck you?
You were talking about the hold down, throw down. You said a lyric,
no, but
and
then
I
you said
just.
it's the best of both worlds. Like, what the fuck are you, Hannah Montana?
Yeah, and then I went into it. And
Because you referenced Hannah Montana. Shut up. Don't act like you did
led
it.
me to it. You fucking went this way. Nosferatu. Fuck. Oh my god.
Nosferatu.
Nos who?
I don't know.
Nos for titties. That's basically what the movie's about. Yeah, spoiler warning. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Because
Spoilers.
sometimes we don't warn about the spoilers when
And
we talk
this is
about
a
the
new
movie,
so
and like we don't want to put in the effort to talk about non-spoiler shit because we just like to talk about the movie. So spoilers
if you
for
want to watch
Nosferatu.
it, skip a little bit of this.
Yeah. If you haven't skipped the episode already, make sure you just skip the portion.
If you enjoyed the Hannah Montana part,
Subscribe to our Sky Blue.
but
Alright.
so
The unteenth version of Dracula, basically, but also more specifically a remake of like the 1922 movie and the
so
other
this is actually a
Nosferatus,
movie that
yeah.
I think we were both curious about,
Yeah.
like when it was announced, and we wanted to watch it. Although originally, I thought that I was going to be watching it with my sister and my nephew because they really wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
But I gotta say real quick before we get into the movie, I'm so fucking happy I didn't watch it with them, and we'll get into why.
You know, and it's like, but then I invited him. He's like, "Do you want to see like the movie at like?" Because I wanted to see it in IMAX, and like the only IMAX showings in our area were like at 9:45 p.m., almost 10 o'clock, and I'm like, man, because the fucking Mufasa movie is fucking playing and taking up all the screens. I'm
Alright, wait.
I'm like,
So,
fuck Mufasa.
real quick, before we even get into the actual movie, let's talk about our experience.
Yeah.
So, it was me, you, the homie Rob, and then one of your homies met us up over there.
Yeah, one of my friends.
But so when
met
you
with
picked
all of
us
us.
up, you picked us up like an hour early.
Yeah.
So we still had time to like go eat and
Yeah.
stuff. So we decided, why don't
Oh
we?
yeah, we had a whole adventure
So why
before
don't
we
we,
even saw the fucking movie.
So why don't we, hit up Buffalo Wild Wings since it's close by?
Yeah.
And so we get out, we
First of all,
park.
it's like 10 p.m. It's like 8 o'clock, 8:30. And like we saw like the Buffalo Wild Wings. The parking lot was like low key empty, but we were like, oh, it's a weekday, it's late. Who would be like at Buffalo Wild Wings is late.
And
We
then
go up to the door. We see sorry for your inconveniences. The store is closed for the day. And it's just like, I was like, oh, I bet they're gonna be closed. I bet you for a fact they're gonna be closed, and they weren't. They were fucking empty. But thank God there was an Applebee's just
so we stayed
right
with
nearby.
Applebee's, but the thing that's funny, like, it was like fucking 8 o'clock, so it's like it should have been open.
I know. It's just like and that day was just. Well, I mean, it was near the New Year's, it was the holidays, so maybe it was that. But like, I don't know, it was just like an odd day. Like it was like the 29th or the 30th when we saw it.
So we ended up
so
going to Applebee's.
Yeah, so we went there.
We had
some drinks,
some refreshments.
Yeah, some mid fries.
I had like fucking 3 drinks.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. You drank like a lot.
I had.
You're fucking like sad about this or like worried
those were
worried
drinks.
about
These
this.
are fucking shots, like straight up shots. Fuck you. At least with a fucking drink, you can sip it.
No, but then we had.
So I had 3 drinks. I had I believe I remember correctly. I had a tequila sunrise. That Breaking Bad inspired one.
Yeah, I had 2 of those.
And then I had a raspberry lemonade lemon drop.
Yeah, you had like 3 different ones. It was actually pretty funny. But then we drank a little, and then on the way in, we hit a few hits, and then we met our friend, and then we watched the movie.
And then we got in there, and as before the movie started, you wanted to take a hit off of my fucking pen in the theater.
Yes.
And you didn't, so I fucking did, and I just blew it into the sweater.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the hit, and I blew into mine. Problem is, I saw a little bit of smoke coming out the end of the shirt. I was like, fuck me, am I going to start a fire alarm? It's a pen. It's like not, it was like safe for indoor shit, but like, you can still get in trouble for that. Don't do that shit, by the way. Even though we fucking did. Don't fucking do that because you might get in real trouble.
It's only for professionals.
Yeah, we are not professionals. Just...
we didn't get caught.
We've been doing it for a while, but we are not professional. But like, yeah, and then like we took a hit and the movie started, which I thought. Well,
so wait, before we get into the actual movie, you want to do the shot?
Oh yeah, we should probably do that. I am getting a little bit sober, so.
And then I'll start spark the joint.
Do as much as you want.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna judge here. Ain't no judging here. I fucking hate
listen,
those
this
fucking.
Was Mike's idea.
I don't fucking mind those men. He's like, oh, you didn't take the whole shot, you fucking pussy ass fucking bitch. Where's your dick at? Get your dick out.
Also, it's like. Wait, what? Also, it's like barely 2 p.m.
He was like, so like there's still like things we need to kind of do. All right, so. Cheers to Nosferatu.
To Dracula dick.
Dracula dick. Oh, I have to do this seriously. Fuck.
Okay, that was a little bit better.
It got smoother.
Yeah. Mainly because it wasn't a whole fucking thing. Because that first one kind of fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
But, alright, so I guess you'll start it off while I spark this.
Yeah, so the movie, I mean, we don't have to tell, like, movie description. If you've seen it, you've seen it. And if you haven't watched it, you kind of don't give a shit. So we're just going to talk about our favorite moments.
Go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, the way it opens, for me, I think was, like, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, actually. Like, the way it's, like, starts off with a long shot with the actress coming in from the darkness praying. But, like, the long shot keeps going. And then we see her talking to somebody, and it's the fucking Dracula. Like, but we don't see him, but we see his reflection through like the curtains from the moonlight, and like the opening shot and like the opening scene of that movie, of just the beginning of the possession, really like set off like a strong tone with like the movie.
Hey, this may be a dumbass question, but
ask.
Was that language, because you know how like every time we would speak to her, they would have the subtitles?
Yeah.
Was that like an actual fucking language?
Yeah, it was like the Transylvania language, whatever the fuck they speak. It's like the origin of like where, like, basically.
Because I don't know if that was like a real thing or just like some made up Dracula speak.
You think about it was just gonna talk and make gibberish and shit. Oh my god, it was a fucking Family Guy or a South Park episode.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish at least once in the movie we would have gotten one dead rat.
That's what he kind of sounded like though in the movie. He was like, "I'm gonna wanna fuck your wife." And shit. That's not what he said. My impressions are terrible, so y'all are gonna get like the worst Transylvanian Dracula fucking impressions you will ever hear.
No, but
but like, yeah, it was a real language because the director of this movie, Robert Eggers, who's made The Witch, The Lighthouse, and The Northman.
You know what? That's still a movie I haven't seen.
I don't think those will be up your alley as much as this one, but like those are still really fucking solid. I do want to show you The Lighthouse though. I think that one's a little insane. I might make him watch The Lighthouse after this. Actually, thinking about it. But like,
so we get into it.
But like, we get into the movie. Yeah, made up. But the director was like, I wanted to be like more authentically and accurately depicting the times of it. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was or it could be not. I'm not like I haven't really looked into much of the trivia that much, so I can't double check that.
Wait, what the fuck is Johnny Depp's daughter's name again?
Huh?
What the fuck is Johnny Depp's daughter's name again?
Oh, Lily Rose Depp. Lily.
Oh, Lily. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Lily Rose because
who was actually fucking really good in this movie.
Wait. Shout out to her for being in something that wasn't The Idol.
And you watched that show, right?
Yeah, because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I know her from.
Oh no!
So I was like, oh, thank God she can actually act.
He's like, she was just giving awful fucking dialogue. That show
is fucking horrible.
It's like one of the worst shows ever, actually. And they're just the creator of that show is starting Euphoria season 3 right now, starting filming. What the fuck are they gonna do?
I don't know. I guess they're like it's gonna be like a time jump.
Yeah.
But so anyway, getting back into that, so she's like one of the main characters. She basically plays the girl that Dracula's simping for.
Yeah, through like his fucking magic powers and shit, and then his husband's like, "Oh, I gotta go over there," and then.
Wait, did you say his husband?
Yeah, her husband.
Fuck? I didn't know Dracula was married.
Fucking Dracula's bi. He was a fucking. Yeah, but like you know, obviously, if like you know the story of Dracula, you know, like the husband then goes to Dracula's house for I don't know what the fuck, like a real estate thing.
Oh yeah, to sell him a house.
Yeah, to sell him the house and shit. You know.
I will say real quick. When it comes to this scene specifically, I did really like the way that they shot it, where like you see like the silhouette and the outline of Dracula.
Yeah.
But you don't really see his face.
Yeah. Not only that, the way they do. I know we're jumping ahead a lot, and I'm sorry, but this is gonna be a little messy. But like, I want to get to the scene before that when he's going to the carriage and stuff. When he sees the carriage like come to him and like it opens like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that carriage scene was fucking like probably my favorite scene in the fucking movie. I thought that scene was fucking so incredibly well done and surreal, and then I was like, oh, that's like actually legit. That legit creeps me the fuck out. So like, and that director knows how to like always has that one scene that's always like, what the fuck, for me, and that's basically it. And then like he gets to the house and like
that's the one where they had like that real quick pop up scare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The fucking the jump scares in it, like they didn't get me because like I wasn't expecting them. They got me because since we saw it in IMAX, that shit was fucking loud.
That shit was really fucking loud. It was, but like it's so. I like that. This movie looks gorgeous, by the way. The fucking like the setting, the cinematography, the way it's shot, like, and all the technicalities of the movie art is fucking just no short of brilliant. You know, so shout out to all the like the costume designers and the set designers to all that, and also really creates the atmospheric mood that like Robert Eggers is really going for. So shout out to that. And that includes the carriage scene. And then the introduction to Count Orlok, motherfucking Nosferatu, motherfucking Dracula.
AKA fucking It.
Fucking basically, yeah, Bill Skarsgård, the dude who plays It, is all playing. But, like, he's fucking kind of great in this fucking movie.
You know what's... I forgot where I saw... I don't know if somebody, like, tweeted it or if somebody said it. But somebody said that he's, like, really good at playing weirdos.
He is. Fucking, you need a weirdo? He's, like... that guy. You make the most money by just playing a weirdo, you know, so I mean, this is like a weird, like Nosferatu and Dracula is always weird, you know, from the foreign movies to the original foreign movies to the American remakes and all that. like he's always been a weirdo, but I really like how like grotesque this one is. Like in that scene where like he's like serving the husband, whatever the fuck he is, and then it's like he's in one side, but the camera moves, and then all of a sudden he's back of him, and he's
like,
pouring the
that's
wine.
the thing that I really liked.
Like
The camera work and the way that they shot that whole scene, with the husband's like first interaction with him was really dope.
It's actually kind of like if you walked in, he's like, I'm gonna sell this dude a house and shit, and then he does this to you, and he fucking like when you cut yourself by accident, the way they cut to like only his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like it's at first it's like
you
from a distance and shit.
Of?
Yeah.
That reminded me of, even though it's not the same thing, they did like a close up of in Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
In the like opening scene when Freddy like morphs into his mom and like makes him wake up and shit. They do a scene where like, or no, it was before that. Like Freddy's talking about how like it's the flashbacks to all his movies, but it's only like showing his eyes and like part of his nose. And that's what it kind of reminded me of when they did that shot with Dracula.
Yeah. No, I thought that shot was really fucking effective. And I liked it too, because at first, like, we only saw him from like a distance and shit. We rarely got him like a close up of him. You know, and like his fucking costume design, like that fucking big ass fucking coat that you'll only see in like medieval times and shit.
I want one of those fucking coats, dude.
You're like, Dracula got the drip, bro.
Dude, that coat was fucking sick. That coat was fucking sick. Even though he wasn't fucking wearing anything underneath.
You're like, look, he was a little freaky about it, but like it was so big and dark, like shit, I couldn't see shit. I might have to fucking cut whatever it is. Like I'll fucking suck my soul out. Fucking get it. I'll fucking get that shit. But speaking of sucking souls, the first time he's sucking the husband off and shit. He's fucking.
Why the fuck did you have to put it that way? You know what you were doing. That's the thing that I hate. Like sometimes you just say shit out of the blue. But sometimes I wonder if you know what the fuck you're actually saying and just say it.
But he was fucking going in. He was fucking naked, all up in him. Like it's just all like close up, fucking personal, and like the way like it's directed, like it's so like visceral and surreal. You fucking, oh my god, we haven't even got to like fucking every other shit, but that scene, like that first encounter and that first suck off, that fucking was fucking great.
Again,
Was really fucking good.
That first suck off, why? That's
and then
unnecessary.
And then I know I'm skipping around a bit, but I just want to say real quick, one of my favorite parts of this movie is Willem Dafoe, as like the alchemist and shit, as like the scientist. He was fucking really good. But then, what are the other parts you really liked?
I like, I will say, you know what I really liked? I liked the way, because this movie proved to me that, Lily Rose Depp is actually a really good actress, and she just got kind of, a shitty deal with The Idol.
Yeah.
Because, she acted her ass off in this movie.
No, she was fucking
all
really
the scenes
good.
where she was, convulsing and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
No, she was fucking really, really great and stuff. And all the other actors too are really good, from Bill Skarsgård to
I fucking hate what Rob said after the movie.
What do you say?
Remember when Rob was, I think he told you and then you told me because I didn't hear.
Oh.
But he was like, at least we got to see Johnny Depp's
a Lily Rose titties.
Lily
That's
Rose.
so fuck. I'm like you. It was like, but and then
because
that's
the last one of that's the last.
Is fucking Dracula fucking getting his fucking balls drained is in her, and then and then the sun's on him, and then fucking dies.
Oh yeah. Then, were you the one that said something he was like a fucking he was like a bumblebee or something. Right after he fucked, he died.
Bro, he was like, no, Dracula's just one of the boys. He finally, after thousands and thousands of years, he finally got it. It was through very manipulative, very awful tactics, honestly. Because Dracula is a fucking meathead in this fucking movie. He's a fucking dickhead. The way he fucking really kind of really controls shit. And one of my favorite shots in the movie of just like the power he has is like that one scene where he has the hand up over the town, and then like the camera moves
Oh
over the
yeah, it's
town,
like
but then the shadow of the hand
yeah.
is like covering the town. That's like some very like very
That's
like
some old school shit.
yeah, that's some like old school fucking horror shit. Like that was actually like what that's like one of the best shots in the movie for
No,
me.
but you know what? You know
Like
what
he's a
scene,
fucking
like,
dickhead.
you know what scene got me? Because I was like, I think this is actually something that I told my sister the other day. But I fucking I noticed that in recent times, because here's the thing. Even though I'm pretty sure they did do it back in the day, but like very sparingly.
Yeah.
One of like the biggest rules that were like one of the like untold rules of like horror movies, especially like back in the day, is that children were not like touched.
Yeah.
Like, but the fucking like, cause we got like the boy, or like he was more like the kid who died in a Halloween, the first Halloween.
Yeah.
The first Halloween remake.
Yeah.
The one that gets choked out in the truck.
Yeah.
So it started off with that, but then we have like Terrifier 3, where he like chops up the freaking little brother in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then in this fucking movie,
in
like,
a very Smash Brothers fashion,
we see like because there's a like spoiler alert, like, because I know that we're jumping around, so we haven't gotten to this part, or we haven't mentioned this part.
No. If you want a thorough review of
like,
Nosferatu,
go to Jeremy Johns or something.
it's fucking. He's like, that's not thorough at all.
Whatever,
he just tells you the plot, and then he's like, awesome-tacular. Fucking.
You know, he's like one of the first movie reviewers that I started watching.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he was. For me, too, you know. And then, like, I'm just like, you know, I just don't watch him that much anymore.
I don't think, like, me either, but I will only watch it for, like, some stuff. But, what's it called? So, yeah, this is not going to be a thorough review.
No.
And you shouldn't expect it to be.
Fuck that.
But, so,
I could be. You want like more thorough reviews? Follow our fucking letterbox if you want that shit.
But
you know,
that's actually a great plug. But
yeah.
No, so but when her husband goes away to like actually sell Dracula the house,
yeah,
she actually stays with like some family friends, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's a husband and a wife, and they have 2 daughters.
Yeah. The wife is pregnant.
Yeah, so. And I think it's funny because literally in the first fucking scene where you meet the daughters,
yeah,
like the mom's gonna put them to bed, but then they're like, oh, like no, like we can't because there's like a monster in our room or whatever.
Yeah.
But like then like the dad's like, oh, like no, like don't worry, like nothing's gonna happen or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we fast forward to like later on in the film when like Dracula's actually like has arrived in the town. The wife is like sleeping, and she hears a little girl screaming. Yeah. And she like runs out of the room, and when she freaking goes into the room, you just see Dracula standing by the window, and he just like fucking drops one of the little girls.
Yeah, he just fucking flops down a fucking one of the twins, and then like just like finished eating the other one and throw her to the side, and then goes to like, you know, and it's like, oh shit, it's like pretty shocking like images, you know.
Yeah, so it's like I've noticed that they've like movies have gotten a little bit, or like horror movies specifically, have gotten a little bit braver on that.
Yeah, you know, they're willing to like just like go there because it is like the genre that you could really like go for like the fullest things, you know. And it's like you know, it's like very effective for this movie especially because we follow like all these characters going through this giant fucking plague, which is the plague representing like Orlok and stuff.
We gotta talk about probably one of our favorite scenes of the movie.
What's the favorite scene?
So the whole time in the movie, Dracula has kind of like a little henchman.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting captured and like kind of placed in I guess I assume it's like a jail or something.
Yeah.
But then he like fucking bites the fucking dude who's watching him and like breaks out. The shot where he's fucking running out of the thing, he's just like yelling and screaming.
Oh yeah.
Fucking scene.
Yeah, the whole henchman that Orlok has and possessed and shit. Like, and then like when he breaks out and actually looking back, the stupidest fucking way, the guard's like, oh, let me help you out. Yeah. And then like he fucking bites the guard's neck off. I'm like, dude, you did it. You could have gone, you know.
That breakout scene is fucking hilarious.
he looks like he's like laughing, running on a very
Like,
weird way through the way into the rain.
As soon as we got out of the movie theater, I was like, that's how I'm pulling up to your house.
That's what like the funniest exit out of a murderous escape I've ever seen. That shit was fun. With the harsh, moody rain coming in is fucking like it's demented. It's hilarious.
No, but
it's
you know
really
what's
fun.
funny? You know what this movie made me realize?
What?
And it's like not only with this movie, but it's with like movies that like take place in like these time periods.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it had to fucking suck to live in this.
Yeah,
time.
no, it's fucking. That's why, like, even though we live in like very despairful, fucking horrific times, it's really like kind of it's better than whatever the fuck they were going through.
Like, bro, you had to.
It's better than whatever the fuck they were going through.
Like the only thing you had to heat yourself up from the fucking like winter storms was like a furnace that like probably was like fucking burning like wood or whatever. Like just like, but like you're like inhaling that shit.
Yeah, it's like, and it could cause fires very easily, real quick in that shit. Like I know like fireplaces like romanticized, but like fuck. Honestly, like cleaning that shit, making that no, you can just get a heater. It's fine. Even though heaters, like I'm not gonna get into it. Actually, I'm not gonna talk about.
Yeah, listen, man, you're gonna fall on a fucking tangent about fucking heaters. That would have been like the most random fucking tangent of the year so far.
Yeah, but like it just sucks,
But no, because then also like another thing is that
makes us
also,
realize
like,
the privilege.
You could literally get fucking killed by a rat. Because the scene where Dracula arrives at the town,
yeah,
he arrives on a ship, and he basically brings the fucking plague with him.
Yeah, and it's just like I like how they use that and stuff, and it's probably from the source material too, just from like reacting to like that time because it was like very there's been other versions of Nosferatu
like, bro,
and Dracula.
You fucking get bit by a rat, and you're fucking done.
Yeah, you're fucking done and shit. And also rats is fucking crazy when you think about it. Just like a whole town just full of fucking
and
rats and like
nothing
to do about it.
Scene in like the hospital or whatever.
Like that shit lasted 400 years,
where
man.
You see that like they like, can't even take any more people because they're full.
Imagine like we were in the century of the Black Plague. Like that shit lasted like 400 years. That shit is fucking crazy. Nah, it was like COVID lasted like was still going on, honestly. But like that, 2020 is like the closest of we will ever get to like 400 years of that.
And we still have we still have Wi-Fi.
And we still have fucking problems now too.
No, but like, we still had Wi-Fi at least. Like they
Wi-Fi.
The fuck are you
like, the first thing I said, I was like, oh my god, they don't have Paramount Plus.
Oh, you're a fucking dumbass. Because it's like, what the fuck would you do back then? Like, even if you were stuck, like, all you could do is, like, fucking watch Fire.
There's books, there's, like, theater, there's, like, fucking, like, cabarets.
Well, you can't go out to the theater, so, I mean, you can read a book. I can't believe I said watch Fire. That's like some caveman
I know, it was, like, early human. I was like, this is a fucking, like, 1700s. Art was made by them. People were somehow entertained. Like, even, like, the richest people... Like, we're somehow, like, I don't know, I would still be bored as fuck, just, like, we have, like, YouTube, we got, like, Mr. Beast and stuff.
Shut up, Mr. Beast. That's, like, the most...
The Squid Games fucking
form of entertainment.
The Squid Game Mr. Beast show. Have you heard about that? Like, the reality show of, like, Mr. Beast, like, doing Squid Games and
stuff. The only thing that I know about that dude is that he just got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
that shit is hilarious. I actually have to send you that.
So then, it's
fucking crazy.
So what else happened? Okay, so then they finally confront Dracula.
Yeah.
And
major things happen, but like we're skipping to the end.
So they go to this castle to try to find him, but he's like not there anymore because he's already at Johnny Depp's daughter's house.
Yeah.
Like just fucking pulls up
like
I don't know what that was. I don't know what I just said. I don't know what fucking noise that was.
My accent was. That's just sounded like you.
That's how you
text.
No, because you know. I tried to like come up with something that he would say when he pulled up, but I couldn't fucking think of something that he would say in like that time.
Was this just sounded like you texted me. I'm here.
No,
Oh
but
man.
so he like pulls up
But
to
pulls
her.
up, oh, suck the blood, and then she's like basically sacrificing herself because
Yeah.
it's just like I gotta kill Dracula with my pussy. So it's just like, but also it's like
Oh wait,
you know, it's
real
like
quick before we get into start the last part of the movie,
uh-huh.
we forgot your favorite fucking scene
Oh
where the dude is like staying there overnight and he
yeah.
like finds Dracula
Oh
in the
yeah.
coffin.
It's not my favorite.
Yes, it
Scene.
is. Shut the fuck up.
It's
Yes,
not
it
my
is.
favorite
So
scene.
so as soon
I just
as
really
that,
like it.
so as soon as we saw this part, like when he opened the casket and he saw him like laying in it,
Yeah.
I knew immediately as soon as he started fucking rising up from that casket, like, oh, we're about to see Dracula dick.
Yeah.
And we did, and that was your favorite scene.
And that
So
we saw it IMAX.
I
You know,
wanted
we
to
saw it
point that out.
IMAX with the big noise and shit. You know, so it's just like wow. You know,
So I just wanted to point out.
and then I saw
scene.
I think I saw on Twitter. What do I? It was someone I follow tweeted. He's like, y'all said he was hung and uncut, and y'all lied. I hate.
That's a wild ass fucking tweet.
I'm just like people are really looking forward to seeing seeing what he's packing, bro. It was crazy. And then we saw his ass at the end of the movie, which is fucking crazy. That's probably the scariest part of the movie is that final image of his body.
But so anyway, so we fast forward to like they said, Lily Rose Depp sacrifices herself,
Yeah.
and we see like they're like, you know, having sex.
Yeah.
And then it like it starts like becoming like the sunrise.
Yeah.
And so as soon as the sun comes up, like Dracula turns his head, and that's when you see that he fucking dies.
Yeah.
So he basically died after fucking, and that's the message of this movie.
That's the message of the movie. You know, you just gotta, you know, people or relationships are like bumblebees. You know, you're just like you fuck once, and then it dies. You know, and that's like
I was just gonna be like, that pussy really be deadly sometimes.
That's very creative. That was just your letterbox review too.
It was not my letterbox. I mean, it was something along those lines, but it wasn't exactly that.
It was fucking. Oh my god.
No, but seriously, like the thing that I've said this many times now.
Yeah.
But the thing that I love the most about this movie is when you really break it, bro. When you really break it down to like its simplest plot, and you forget shit like the plague and like other characters.
Yeah.
You realize that this is really just a movie about Dracula trying to get some ass.
And then all these things that are like, of like trying to fucking like avoid his plans and shit. You know, from the like the open everything set from the opening scene. He's probably been alive thousands and thousands of years. You know, so it's just like in that fucking lonely ass little fucking castle. You know, and then it's just like. He's like, I'm gonna cause a plague just to like get some ass, you know, and it's just like, don't do this, boys, you know.
All right.
Don't do this. All right.
So overall,
he is not your role model.
Overall, we both, I can say we both really enjoyed this movie.
Yes.
I was surprised with how much I liked it because I couldn't really find that much wrong with it. The only thing that I will say, like my only like little critique, would be that I do think that it dragged for a little bit. But I mean, it wasn't too bad.
It is a little long.
But that's it.
Apparently, there's a director's cut of it where there's more vampire dick.
Yeah, and that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, it might drag a lot more, but like, I'm gonna see that shit. You know?
But so no, yeah, it was a really good movie, and if you're thinking about, if you're actually like thinking about going to go see it, I would highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we really like it.
But now,
even though I haven't gave my rating, Dick. And then it's just like,
well, then give your fucking rating.
Yeah, so like I was really looking forward to this movie, and I really enjoyed it, even though it's a kind of like we're kind of like fucked up to give like a thorough review, but like we just wanted to talk about this movie, and I thought it was really great. Really, really good, really good. I
This is
thought
as thorough as it's gonna get.
that yeah, exactly. You know, as in like really good acting, really good directing. I thought just solid adaptations. But it didn't like grab me like the other directors' movies did. You know, but I thought it was just still a solid like rendition of a classic tale. You know, and I'll give it like a 4 out of 5, an 8 out of 10. You know, really great work.
Like I said, if you want more in-depth reviews, follow us on Letterboxd.
The letterbox is where I like actually like take shit seriously because it's a podcast. We're having fun. We're like 2 shots in and 2 joints in.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I know. I think with the next fucking shot, I think I'm gonna be good.
Yeah,
like, I'm done.
Yeah, but we really enjoyed this movie, but
so,
also Willem Dafoe's pipe. I remember when we first saw that, and I told you were like, we need that for the podcast. Like his fucking fucking pipe and shit. Not to mention the scene with the rats too. Like those are real rats too. Like in that big cave, like in the ending scene, where Willem Dafoe sets everything on fire.
Oh shit! Wait, what the fuck?
Like there are real rats there.
So they set real rats on fire?
No, the rats are safe. The rats are safe. This ain't the fucking like 30s when we kill like 400 horses
they
for a race.
That bitch and I thought those rats were CGI.
Yeah, I think but like there were a lot of like 200 rats on set and shit. You know, like actually trained rats where like you tell them to go do something, they like actually go. Like exactly, like who would think? But like this is the movies you find.
I want to be a rat trainer. What the fuck does a rat trainer do?
So like whenever you have one, you're like, all right, I'm gonna name you Gerald.
Fucking South Park ass name.
Gerald the rat. That's what.
But no, so as you can tell, we really enjoyed the movie. Yeah. But now moving on to something that we didn't enjoy. Yeah.
Why you gotta start off with that? I mean,
that's where it's gonna go anyway.
Oh my god, you know what we look like? We don't have like we're gonna get like fucking roasted by the
the fucking JC Penney shop
by the kind fans of Chance the Rapper.
Oh, JC Penney.
Oh my god. You fucking are a dick. Alright? This man's going through a lot, okay?
Okay, so if you guys don't remember.
He's going through a lot.
From the previous,
you're mean. You're the one who picked this.
From the previous, it was random. Shut up. From the previous episode.
Like MGK, like I'll make fun of all day because he's a fucking.
I don't know where that was gonna go, but it was probably gonna be bad.
Yeah, but Chance the Rapper, I feel bad because he's not. Chance the Rapper is a very acclaimed rapper from the 2010s.
He's
who's made acid rap and like the other one.
He's had some good stuff, but today we're gonna be talking about
Coloring Book,
The Big Day.
Yeah.
Which is now when did you release it?
2019.
Okay, so 2019.
Almost 6 years ago.
So
first of all, we're fucking Happy New Year. You're fucking old. If you're listening to this, you're fucking old. Anyways.
So God damn, like. But when he released this, I believe right after he got married.
Yeah.
And
it was the big day.
So listen.
It's based on the big day.
So listen.
The cover being a CD with like diamonds and shit.
Here's the thing. So I'll say for myself at least, going into this album, I already knew that I wasn't gonna like it.
Did you hear it before?
Huh? No.
You haven't heard it?
But I already knew, like, because I
you knew the reputation.
Yeah, because I listened to the, shout out to Den and Hip Hop. I listened to their review of it, which was fucking funny.
Yeah.
But, like, I could tell based on their review and their reaction to it that this was, like, not going to be, like, the music for me.
Yeah.
And so we start off with the first track, right? And real quick, before we get into it, we are not going to be doing a track-by-track review on this, mainly because this fucking album is 22 fucking tracks long.
An hour and 17 minutes.
And listen,
the same length as Revival, basically.
I want to fucking thoroughly go through. I'm sorry, it's just not. But so we're just basically going to be giving our highlights of the album.
Yeah.
Starting off with the first track.
I don't like the first track. I think a lot of the bars in that fucking first track are like really
Okay, wait, real
bad.
quick. So you'll get into the bars, but real quick, I just want to mention that the thing that I didn't like about it was, as soon as that hook came in from John Legend, it
Yeah.
just gave me like a really like poppy feel. That's when like it took it out of hip hop for me and it became more pop, and it's just like a sound that I just personally don't really like. But you can go ahead and get into the
I
trash
think
ass
this
bars.
is this just starts off like because you hear the way he's rapping because like he's a talented rap. We want to preface this every chance we get. Oh fuck me! Oh shit!
And see what you did there.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I feel like a fucking twat cunt. Jesus Christ! Like I'm fucking British and shit. You know. It's like,
Dude, you know what's funny? I literally thought that it was gonna be me, that I was gonna be the one that was gonna like fuck up and do something like that.
oh,
But the fact that it
oh,
was you
fuck.
is 10 times funnier.
Oh,
Because I
no.
thought I was gonna be the one to do that shit.
He's a fucking amazing, talented rapper that has, even with his first two albums, cemented a long-lasting fan base. Whose wordplay and like flows are very, really, really fucking well versed and done, and that's one of the positives I have for this album too. Because I thought I think I just gaslit myself to thinking this is like the worst album ever. It's almost not, but then it doesn't help with the length. But like the first track, it doesn't seal the deal either, because with bars like some like yeah, I'm a little. You know, I got a little midget, the midget like LeBron or something, and like I'm gonna perform at the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Like, are you? This is supposed to be about your wedding, and you're rapping about the Dimsdale Dimmadome? Like what? Fuck? And then like I don't like the beat either with the switch. Like I think a lot of the bars are like very throwaway with the beat that sounds very generic. It's just like he's just an aesthetically pleasing rapper
Wait, okay,
to
so
get
wait.
through that.
So
But then the
first,
second song I actually really like, "Do You Remember," which I think is one of my favorite tracks on here. I think he was spitting well. Smino and Eternal I think is really good. But then we get to the track.
listen. So this I
We
think this
get
is
to
for,
the track.
I think this is
We
the one
get
for
to the
both
track.
of us, where we both realized as soon as we heard it that we're like, where the fuck is this going? And that track is fucking Hot Shower.
Oh my god. I remember when I first heard this song too, I was like, this is. Because at the time I didn't listen to Chance the Rapper. I wasn't really listening to a lot of things in 2019. So I was very secluded in my tastes because I'm a pretentious prick. So I was like, this is like the rapper people are saying that is like, yeah, he's like, there's something there, but like, what the fuck is this? Like, I didn't listen to the first two albums until after, and it's been a while since I listened to him, so I need to re-listen to him to know that he's like a fucking good songwriter. Because what the fuck is Hot Showers featuring the baby who sounds like he's on a completely different song?
Listen, okay, wait. Now that you bring it up, that's another thing that I wanted to mention about this album is that the fucking features on here sound so out of place. Like you have like Chance over here rapping about all this happy shit, and then you fucking hear like
He's
the
arguing
baby.
about the prices of barbecue.
But then
And
you have
then the
like
baby's talking about America and shit. I'm like,
then you have like Annalie Choppa and shit on here too.
oh my god, is Emily Choppa on here?
Yeah, I think he's on one of the. He's definitely on one of those tracks. I can't remember which one.
Oh my god, I can't. I don't even know. I don't see him. I know Lil Durk's on here randomly too.
Oh, he was on. Yeah, again too. Like
Lil
when
Durk.
he was talking about a wheelchair. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Like Ball and Flossin', I think is a terrible fucking track too. The Shawn Mendes
Wait,
track.
no. You know what? I can't go through with this review any further until I mention probably one of the worst fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
It's not the worst thing.
Which is the title track.
It's not.
No,
It's the,
fuck you. It's not, dude. So okay, so
It's
he starts off. Shut up. He starts off.
day.
He starts off. He's like it's the greatest day of my life, and like he like singing this like this weird whispery type.
It sounds like
and
It sounds like a South Park song.
And then he fucking gets to like the halfway point of the track, and all of a sudden he just fucking randomly catches the fucking Holy Ghost, and he's like, ah! And I was like, what the fuck? At that point, I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like he just randomly starts fucking yelling out of nowhere. All right, real quick. So if you guys are watching. If you guys are watching the video version of this, you'll notice that we're only showing the podcast logo, and that is because we unfortunately didn't check the space that we have on our memory card.
We were going good too.
Yeah,
we were fucking at it.
Yeah, so
we don't know actually when the video cut.
Yeah, so I think it was like it cut out at some point when we were like kind of wrapping up the Chance review. Yeah. But so we just wanted to point that out because, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're only going to be seeing the logo. And that's why. So apologies for that. But, I mean, I just figured we would finish it up because we're towards the end of the podcast anyways.
Yeah. We were going long. It was like an hour in, too. We went in.
So this is just like, I apologies again. I'll make sure next time I'll get, like, because the thing is, I think, like, because I got, like, the 256 gigabyte one. And I think that one only has like 4 hours, so I'm probably gonna have to get like a bigger size next time.
Yeah.
So now just kind of to wrap up that Chance review.
Yeah. But I will say the last song. I'm
glad I got your reaction to my reaction to the title track because
you screamed that shit. That shit had me.
Because I'm pretty sure that's when it died after that.
Yeah.
But just to reiterate, that again is the worst fucking track on this album by far, because I don't know what that. Because like the thing is like with that yelling shit that he was doing, like it kind of gave me like he was kind of trying to do like Kanye vibes. Yeah. But it's like no, dude, like that shit just doesn't work for you.
Yeah, no, did not work on this album at all. You know, and then like he's a very sporadic rapper. You know, he'll take chances, but this is
chances.
This is crazy. Stop! I'm not trying to fucking be so smart about things, but like,
great, because you're fucking stupid. No, but like, this was to wrap this shit up. This album,
the final track, I will say, is one of my favorite tracks.
The ending track. I didn't like him on it. I liked the beat though.
Yeah, that beat was really cool, but I did like what he was doing on the end of that track. Honestly, like that was one of the better moments of the album. And for me, it's just like it's not that the production, because there's moments of the production in here that I actually like kind of that I really enjoy. And then there's like flows that Chance does that I really like, and then like there's like topics I'm like, oh, he's going there, and like that seems more interesting than. But like also why is he talking about this, about his big fucking day, you know? But I guess
and you know what? Another thing that I think Dead and Hip Hop pointed out that I wanted to point out too, like what?
My phone's right here, but my Dr. Pepper's holding it. I'm just like, I want my Dr. Pepper.
I don't even know why you're recording it. Because we're most likely not going to use it.
No. Fuck. There we go.
But so the one thing that I want to say is that, like you said, it's him talking about his big day. The only problem is I don't think anybody fucking knew who his wife was. So it's like you're talking about somebody that we don't even fucking know.
Yeah. Like is this our way to like get to know your wife? Like I don't. You know, it's just it's not as engaging as someone
shout
would
out
think.
to Dead and Hip Hop because they're the ones that pointed that out in their review.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like I think somebody gave an example that was it would be like if Jay-Z did like a whole album talking about how much he loves Beyonce. Like people know who Beyonce is. Like we don't know who fucking Chance the rapper's wife is. So it's like we don't have.
She might be a great person.
So, yeah, but it's like we don't have a connection with her.
We don't know her at
all. Don't really laugh.
We only know now about like the divorce. So it's just like it
and you talking about me being a dick.
I am not being a dick. All right, his divorce is recent, and you chose this album.
It was that random. Okay?
You fucking wanted to listen to this because you wanted me to talk shit about Chance the Rapper.
I didn't choose it. It just fate.
You sound like one of the songs on the fucking album. He's like, "Fate is what is the way," and then he starts fucking screeching and shit.
So that's why we had to listen to it.
Yeah,
And it was not fun.
It's the problem is the length.
Yeah,
the problem is the fucking length. I really did not. I thought it was way too long. Because here's
the thing, like I said,
if it was 45 minutes, it would have been fine.
Like I don't really have any other albums that I could compare it to because it's gonna be complete ass to the albums I actually like. But so I can only, like I said, like I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, but I can only really grade it next to like the bad albums we've already reviewed, and the first one was of course the MGK one.
Yeah,
and here's the thing:
it's better than that.
Well, here's the thing: at least for me, the one thing that I can say, even though that album was like trash and generic as shit, at least there was only 9 fucking tracks. Like,
like
the fact that this is 22 tracks is like, I don't want to hear 22 tracks of this. I really don't.
It's too much of like. If it was like, okay, so say if it was about like the wedding, maybe like the stories around it or like how that came apart and how maybe that affected like past generations or future generations and all that. Like if you're able to create a concept out of, like you create a concept out about fucking anything, honestly, and try it. But if you're really talented and have like the right mindset to go in it, you can make that like concept like kind of perfect. And like, you know, a wedding is a big deal for a lot of people. But, like, the way Chance went about it, it's like, you know, it's very, very messy. It takes big swings, but it misses terribly. Terribly misses.
I feel like he tried to do a lot of, like, Kanye shit on
here. Yeah, it
didn't work.
Yeah, very Kanye type inspired, especially that era Kanye, like 2018, 2019 type. Like, I feel like if Kanye did something like that, you know,
it probably would have been good.
Oh my fucking god. Peak Kanye, by the way. Alright, not now, not Vultures Kanye. But like, Kanye probably would have pulled it off in a more effective way. You know, but like, I don't think Chance, you know, despite his talents, was able to like really pull this through as much as he wanted it to. And it affected him. He's having a divorce. Motherfucker is just like... What?
You're literally saying that the album was so bad that it caused...
It did not cause the divorce. Him getting twerked on a fucking island did. And he looked like he was having a happy moment there. That was probably his second big day. You know? So it's just like...
Okay, listen, let's get off this fucking album already.
You know.
So...
if I had to give it a rating, which... For this type of album, I don't know how I can. I'm gonna give it between. I haven't decided yet, but I'll give it between a 3 or a 4. A 3 or a 4. I can't decide because it's not like there's a lot of moments in there that I actually really enjoy, but the majority of it really bothers me.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a solid 3 because. Even though I didn't necessarily hate it, I'm not fucking ever listening to this shit again.
That is true. By the end of this fucking album, I was like, I can't hear this shit. Like, I went halfway more. I'm like, okay, no, I can't get to the end. Even though the ending song, I actually really enjoy. I think it's one of the better songs on the album. But the rest of that second half and that middle, it's just like, no, I can't get through it. So it's probably I was on a 3 or a 4, but I think you convinced me 4 or 3. Like, so and there's like not bad features like Meg Thee Stallion or Smino.
Just to be clear, that's a 3 out of 10, not a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 10. We don't think it's mid. We think it's really bad. There's no like, oh, it's mid. No, it's. I don't think it's really that good. It's 6 years later. It's still in effect, bro. When I found that out on Dead End Hip Hop, that live, that shit was so fucked up and hilarious. I was like, and then you were like, hey, let's fucking like put it on the randomizer, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I guess. And then you picked it.
I didn't. How can I pick it when it's random?
You picked cause like it was by accident.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still random as shit. Like I didn't accidentally pick it.
Whatever.
So this was a bad album.
Yeah, no.
But no. So
it's fucking terrible.
Finally moving on. Since we got through that bullshit, we're gonna, even though you guys can't fucking see it, unfortunately, we're gonna take one more shot. Because that was definitely a fucking struggle to get through.
That was not a big day for us.
Bitch, let's go.
Oh shit! I was like, "Why are you silent all of a sudden?"
I was like fucking looking at you and like grabbing the glass. For those of you who can't see.
Oh, for the dead ones who could see us really well.
Huh? Jesus fucking Christ! Right here, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, fam, to the new year, new podcast, new AO. You know, if you keep drinking it, you get more used to it.
I mean, it is a little smoother, like, because I think it was the first initial one that caught me off guard because like definitely more than one fucking shot.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, after a while it does get a little bit easier. But no, to wrap this episode up, let's give our first recommendations of the year.
I don't have my phone on me right now. Oh, so I gotta think a little more. So
Alright, so I'll go first.
Yeah, can you go first?
Yeah, okay. So mine is actually gonna be
sit here thinking intently.
Super fucking dope and interesting. Mm-hmm. Because I want to give a shout out real quick to an artist that on the last episode, his album actually cracked my top 5 albums of the year list, and that is K3 the Hound. So shout out to him.
Yeah, and he follows us.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
so shout out to him. But he released a track on a previous album called titled Bryson Tiller, and here's what I was talking about when I mentioned this dude's like whoever produces his stuff, like just the fucking like the way that they chop these samples up, and like I mentioned in that review, I said that usually like when rappers tend to use like samples, a lot of it tends to be like more obscure stuff that you might not know of. Yeah. And this is the case with this because in this case, he's not actually sampling because he is sampling a Bryson Tiller song, but it's not actually an official Bryson Tiller song. He's sampling a cover of a song that Bryson Tiller did. And I believe it's the original song. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the original song is by SZA. But this was Bryson Tiller doing like an acoustic cover of it.
And he sampled that.
Yeah, and he sampled that on his track Bryson Tiller.
Interesting.
But I want to give my recommendation. Also check out Bryson Tiller because that track is really dope, and the way that they chop up that sample is dope. But I'm actually going to be recommending the original sample. Which is, of course, Bryson Tiller himself doing a cover of what I believe is a SZA song called Normal Girl. Yeah. So that's something that you're going to have to find on, like, YouTube or YouTube Music because, like I said, it's not official. Yeah, it's not an official Bryson Tiller track. It's a cover. But that shit sounds so fucking dope. Just, like, nice R&B vibes. And I love the fact that it's on an acoustic guitar. Yeah. So it just has like that really intimate feel to it. So again, my recommendation is going to be Bryson Tiller doing a cover of "Normal Girl" by I believe SZA.
Yeah. Oh, you done?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
I thought I made that really clear.
It was a long silence. Off the top of my head, recently I saw a musical last month. Called Pacific Overtures, scored by Stephen Sondheim at the East West Players in L.A. or Pasadena, whatever the fuck. But like, so I've been listening to that musical's original soundtrack from the 1970s, Pacific Overtures, and that's if you're into musicals, that's even one that's like even like musical heads like don't really know about. You know, even in Sondheim's masterful catalog, which if you don't know musicals, you're not gonna know shit about this. Sorry, but like that soundtrack is has affected me deeply within the last month, and I'm a very big fan of Stephen Sondheim. I think it's just him and no one else in musical theater. Like everybody else is a hack, and Sondheim is like the god. You know, so it's just like I would recommend that honestly, even if you've never fucking heard of it, just to hear some very interesting music theater storytelling, you that's even like commonplace into today. It's about like the Pacific influence of Japan, how it affected them in the 1800s to now. Sounds like crazy and boring, but it's very fucking entertaining and fascinating and emotional the way the musical does it. So, and very interesting and surreal and fascinating. Yeah, so I would recommend that, the original Broadway cast of Pacific Overtures. Yeah,
All right.
very amazing musical.
So that's going to be it for our recommendations, and that's going to be it for our first episode of the year.
Yeah.
Um, so
Listen
we
to some
can't wait to
fucking bullshit.
so we can't wait to finally come
That's
back
mean.
with
That's
the next
mean.
episode.
Why you got me
Um,
being mean, man?
huh?
Why you got me being mean?
What the fuck? That was you on your own. You're the one that
No.
kept bringing up that man's divorce when you didn't have to.
Well, you brought it up now.
Because you brought it up like 50 fucking times already.
Yeah, but you brought it up once, and now it makes you the
Oh,
asshole.
fuck you. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you all on the next one.
Peace.